We're talking about the best metal albums from November. Why don't you kick it off? You've got a great one right here.
My first pick is Drudkh, All Belong to the Night. I'm not even going to try to say the Ukrainian version of this. I'm going to butcher it. But Ukrainian black metal is easily one of the finest in the subgenre, and that's almost entirely because of this band, at least for me anyway. I've been closely following these guys since their inception in 2002, and I've fallen in love with their discography over and over and over again. The attention to detail, gorgeous soundscapes with melodic tendencies, blistering and ferocious black metal. Rooted in beauty, this band has all of the feels and viciousness that I love in a black metal band. This is a really intense pointing it down there. I love the proud statement here too, especially during the Ukrainian crisis, to record most, if not all of this record in their mother language. This album is absolutely gorgeous, favoring gentle production to capture the beautiful and magnetic songwriting throughout. This is an album that you can absolutely tell these musicians are pouring their hearts and respecting the art form. If you're looking for something perfect for the hiking season, look no further. 4.6 out of 5, Candles in the Darkness.
Man, I was so excited to learn that Disillusion was coming out with a new record. 2019's The Liberation was an album that we didn't talk about because we weren't doing this at this time. So here's a good opportunity for that. Check out a clip from The Liberation. Yeah, that's some great stuff. Give me your ears, Forge mates, because I'm going to say this loud enough for all of you in the back of the room to hear. If you miss the heavy proggy goodness that Opeth was creating around the Ghost Reveries area, look no further than Disillusion. They will fill that void in your life because this band knows how to dial in that beauty, the speed, the syncopation, the neck-breaking grooves, man. I knew this album was going to just blow us away. We are beyond excited that this is one of our favorites of this year. For me, a perfect score, 5 out of 5 drifting storm clouds. Stop listening to me and just go out and listen to this record if you haven't already.
And let it fill all your voids. My next pick is Kampfar, till Klovers Takt. That's probably butchered, but whatever. Ah, yes, another black metal release. And this is almost a double feature to Drudkh, funny enough. This record starts off with a bang and wastes no time on introductions. Everything about this record sounds huge in production, and it's overwhelming in its melodic passages in the best way. If I had to pick one black metal band in modern times that can capture the sound of bringing your soul to Valhalla, I'd have to argue that it's this band right here. Each track is perfectly constructed and placed within the album such that this record never feels boring. There's tension and beautiful moments, huge catchy hooks until you get slammed with that thunderous closer. Check it out just to fucking believe it. It's amazing. This band crushes in the songwriting department, building tension and bringing you throughout the battlefields of old. This is easily one of the best black metal records of the entire year. There's so much atmosphere here that I could get lost for days. 4.8 out of 5, Celebrating Villagers.
Haunting atmospheric doom metal always catches our attention. Pair that with beautiful vocals, goth-inspired synth lines, and a vibe that really completely stands on its own. And you have the marvelous debut from the duo known as Remina, a collaboration from two prominent musicians in the scene. As you expect with many debuts from experienced players, this band is finding its footing while still remaining confident in their delivery. Check out a clip from one of my favorite sections that they've really dialed that sound into. This record has so many moods crammed into 44 minutes, dude. Like I said, there are hints of goth rock, drawing on sounds that you might expect to hear from The Cult or Joy Division. The band blends these elements with devastating melodic doom, and I gotta tell you, it fucking works. This is a killer debut from a band I'm really excited to keep an eye on. They are speaking a lot of languages here that I absolutely adore, and man, the metal sections on this record do not disappoint. There are just so many sticking points that I want to revisit this album. I'm already excited to spin it again. 4.6 out of 5, Ruins of the Earth.
My next pick is Devin Townsend, Lightwork. This is one of my most anticipated albums of the entire year because I've been a massive Devin Townsend fan ever since the Strapping Young Lad days, stringing me along with the brilliance that was Ocean Machine and Terria that I still revisit today. What I really appreciate about Devin Townsend is his ability to constantly challenge himself and do something new. Production has always been a huge thing for Devi, and that's here in spades, but this album feels exactly what the title says, and that is light. This album feels like you're traversing the Paradiso, bathing in the light of serenity, and feeling like everything around you is just going to be okay. Sure, this is going to polarize some of you people in the metalhead scene. In fact, many of you are saying that this is just Devin doing indie folk pop. Yeah, I hate to break it to you. That's definitely the fucking point. And Devin makes it awesome with the heavy elements added in. I love it. 4.5 out of 5 Octopus Lighthouses.
If you're new to the channel, first off, welcome and thank you for sticking around. As you watch our videos, you'll get to know that we like to lean into particular subgenres. One of my favorite subgenres is sludge, a sort of post-rock doom hardcore fusion pioneered by bands like Isis and Neurosis. Valve is a French group. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that in the French way, but I'm saying Valve. And this is their sophomore record. What immediately stood out to me was the weight of the production. The low end almost feels tangible, and that's a hallmark of this subgenre. They nailed the production here. Check this clip out and see what I mean. Sludge is a subgenre that is full of tropes that can be overplayed if you don't know how to really write songs. Valve does a really nice job balancing their own vision while pulling in familiar aspects from bands that we are already well aware of. And the pacing in this album is just great. It's a 4-track record with a total runtime of 39 minutes. Each song feels episodic and complete, giving you a piece of the overall story. I really enjoyed this album. It didn't overstay its welcome, and unlike a lot of sludge bands that kind of just copy-paste the tropes, Valve has a unique sound in a category that can be very cliche. Thermoclines gets 4.4 out of 5 Hallways of Gazing Mirrors.
What are you digging from November? Leave it down in the comments below.
As always, go with the gods, Forge mates. Let the light work wash over you.
See you next time.